Hello and welcome to another St. Luke's cookery clip. I thought it'd be fun if you guys had a go at making some Dauphinois potatoes. So it's a French dish and it's basically potatoes sliced up very, very thinly and cooked in cream. But firstly, I've preheated the oven at 140 fan. I have greased an oven-proof dish, so all around my edges and the base I've spread some butter around my whole dish, so that's done. And then you've got 1 kilo of potatoes, which I've peeled, and then you have to thinly slice them to about 2 millimeters thick. So it can be done with using a knife. It can also be done using mandolin peeler, or you can just use a food processor. So I've sliced all the potatoes and I've just put them under and in between some kitchen towel, like this, to take out some of the moisture. Okay, so I've just laid out the potatoes like this just to take some of the moisture out. That's done. Now I'm going to go on and make gorgeous flavoured creamy milk mixture. So this is 280 millilitres of cream, double cream that is, and this is 300, I'm going to do it this way, 300 millilitres of milk. Just trying to get out all that lovely cream. In that goes. I have grated some nutmeg, so I've got some fresh nutmeg here that I've grated, and I'm going to put a little bit of nutmeg in there as well. And I have got some fresh thyme, put that in there, and some garlic, and I'm just going to let that gently warm. And there we go. And basically those flavours of the nutmeg and the thyme and the garlic are going to infuse in the milk and the cream and just enhance our Dauphinois potatoes. So just before the milk and cream start to boil, so bubbles are just starting to appear now, we're going to take that off the heat like that. See those bubbles just starting to appear, and then we're going to drain it so that we're going to capture all those leaves and the garlic, etc. All the wonderful flavour will have been transferred into our liquid. So there are all the bits finished with. I'm just going to leave that to one side for a minute, but I'll just keep it in the saucepan because the saucepan is a little bit warmer, like that. And then I'm going to leave that to one side whilst we prepare our potato dish. So as we saw earlier, I greased my oven-proof dish, and so now I'm just going to layer some of these potatoes on the bottom, so they just lap over like that. So each one is just lapping over the one before, like so. And you're going to keep doing that until you've got the whole of the base of your dish covered. So we have layered one layer on the base. You can make this layer more sort of messy and use your odd little bits of potato for the base layer, because no one's going to really see that layer. Once you've done that layer, you're going to put some freshly ground black pepper on there and also some salt. So we've got about half of the amount of potatoes there. So that's your salt and your pepper going on. And then you're going to put your nice creamy liquid on top. So we're just going to pour some of your lovely creamy liquid on top. And then we're going to put another layer of potatoes. I'll just put a little bit more in there. Another layer of potatoes on top of that. We'll make it all nice and pretty. So I've put my last layer of potatoes on top. So just like before, I'm going to put some freshly ground black pepper and some salt on top, like so. And then put my salt on. You can actually sort of warm through the potatoes in the milky cream in your saucepan before you do this bit. That is another way of doing this dish. And then I'm going to put my cream on top, like so, just over the top. So everything's just about covered. That's it. That's it. Good. And then I've got 25 grams of Parmesan cheese here. Traditionally you would use Gruyere cheese, which is a French cheese, but I don't happen to have any in, so I'm just going to use some Parmesan because that's what I happen to have in the fridge. You could use cheddar if you wish. You can play around with different cheeses and see which ones you like. There we go. And then we're going to pop that in the oven. Just grab my gloves. So I've got my oven gloves on. I've popped my dish onto a baking tray because it's easier for me to handle, it's safer. So I've done that. My oven's hot, so I can pick up my tray and pop that in the oven. And I'm going to cook that for about 1 hour. So Dauphinois is baked. I've just let it stand and rest for a couple of minutes. And now I'm just going to take it out and serve it up. Here we go. And you should be able to see, ooh, making a mess, the lovely layers of the Dauphinois. And you see here, got the lovely layers of your potato. So I'd like you to have fun and enjoy.